Hello and welcome to MCC TV International Show. My name is Dabeet. I'm the Business Department Coordinator. I teach business courses, statistics, and economics, and also I'm the co-host for this show. Loureen?
Hello and welcome. My name is Loureen Sayej. I'm an international student from Ramallah, Palestine, and I'm also the co-host for this show. Today's guest is Erika Battern. Hi.
Hello.
Erika is the Executive Assistant of Student Services Department, and it's also important to mention that she's new on campus. How are you?
I'm doing very well. Thanks for having me.
Would you like to introduce yourself? Tell us about yourself, what you're doing here.
Sure. Yep, I just started working at MCC about a month and a half ago, so I'm still pretty new. But like you said, I'm the Executive Assistant in the Student Services Department. So basically, I work really closely with the Dean of Student Services, and another big part of my job is focusing on student life. So working closely with student organizations on campus and things like that.
And this is what we're going to talk about. This is, as a matter of fact, the title of this this show today. So, Erika, I see you around every time I go to Student Center, and I know that you are very busy now. You're new, you are trying to put everything together, and you are communicating with all student organizations, advisors, and so on. Tell us, first of all, let's talk about your previous experience as someone who graduated from UNI, I assume, right?
Yep.
Okay, and what did you do after graduation, before MCC?
I worked at Hawkeye Community College as the Assistant Coordinator of Student Life. So basically, I did a lot of the activities on campus. So I did game shows and pool tournaments and big campus-wide events like graduation or a spring splurge and things like that. So a lot of different activity.
Did you ever use like any groups from outside the college, or did you try to keep it like internally? Like, for example, here at MCC, most of our activities are more like an internal type of activity. Student organizations are doing what they see fit and so on. So is it the same case there, or did they recruit people from outside or organizations or entertainers and so on?
We did a little bit of that. We like to focus mostly on internal. We wanted the clubs and organizations to really show what they do and plan events on their own. But we also brought in some entertainers, like a hypnotist and like a salsa dance instructor and things like that. So we definitely did bring in those bigger events for entertainment for the students, but we did try to focus internally.
I know that you've been here for about 2 months now, but how is it different from Hawkeye Community College?
It's much smaller, but I really like that. I've been able to meet all the staff and faculty, which is awesome. Everyone's been really friendly, and it's a little different here because I wasn't as involved with student organizations at Hawkeye. I mostly kind of planned events on my own, just for student life in general. So now I get the opportunity to actually work with the clubs on campus and help them with marketing and programming.
How do you like it so far?
It's good. Yep, it's really good. Still trying to learn my job a bit, but I love working with the students.
How many student organizations at Hawkeye do you, like, somehow, estimation?
That's a good question. I can't remember now. I would say somewhere around maybe 20 or so, I might be estimating, but.
Good. Well, I'm glad to know that, and always good now to have you with us at the Student Senate meeting, even though it's like 7 a.m. in the morning, and people are not fully awake, but it's always good to have you around. What we want to do is we want to try to concentrate on the student life here at MCC, and our producer, Chad Bishop, going to start rolling soon a video about some of the activities or the events that we had here at MCC in previous year. But we want to, as people are watching this video and looking at some of these activities, we want to start talking about MCC, the student life here at MCC, what mainly Chad Bishop is trying to do, because he's like getting everybody very busy, like every week to 2 weeks he wants to have some sort of activity, and he's tying that to the Blue Zone activity and so on. So let's start talking about that as people are here, just for our audience, this is like a video that Chad filmed around 2 years ago during our Diversity Day here at MCC. And what you are watching really is a group of belly dancers dancing during this event. So let's talk about MCC and student life as people are also watching this video.
I would also like to note that the Diversity Day, we do it every year. And it's for a community event. Everyone is invited. We have a lot of diverse food people can try and dances and all that. So, and we're doing this.
It's usually around the end of April, beginning of May, but we still, the Student Senate didn't set up the date for it yet, but it will be around that. And as you see here, it's a really big community event. We get people from all over Muscatine. Our students participate, as you see here. And of course, we have table displays. Some organizations from the community participate in this event. So, Erika, now the question for you here is, give us an idea about now MCC Student Life. I mean, the student organizations, what they are doing. Give our audience some idea about what you are doing to help student organizations to come up with all these kind of activities.
Sure. Well, we do have a lot of, like several active organizations on campus, which I think is great. It really helps with students' interpersonal skills, their leadership skills, just really kind of rounds you out as an individual. I think student life is so great. You know, going to college, number one, you need to go to classes and everything, but every once in a while, you need some downtime with your friends and just relax and get some stress relieving activities, and so that's kind of what I'm here for, to help student organizations build and grow their members. We really want them to get involved, and not only is it a resume booster, but like I said, it really helps with leadership skills and things like that. So I'm excited to get involved with that. I have a lot of experience with programming different types of events, and I love event planning and organizing and that kind of thing. So I'm hoping to kind of increase people's skills with that. And
did you have something similar like that at Hawkeye College?
We did, yes. We had an ethnic food fest, which we actually held, I believe, is that maybe February or March, usually every year. It wasn't open to the community, so I think this is a really great opportunity that we get to bring other people in from Muscatine and the surrounding areas. But, we had different tables set up with information from different countries. You got to learn about different cultures and try different cuisine, which was a really neat experience, just to open people's minds to that.
And you had international students, so.
What's that?
You had international students at Hawkeye.
Yep, we had international students as well that helped with the event, really kind of taught us different cultural things from their countries, and it was just a really neat event that I'm excited to look forward.
And are you looking forward for Diversity Day this coming year? Because I thought, like you said, you're going to be doing belly dance too, right?
No.
You're going to just watch.
I will watch, yes, and I'll cheer people on.
No, it's good to get everybody participate
Yes.
in something like that.
Yep, I like the group dance. I would probably do that. But
Yeah, you know what? Like one thing I would like to highlight is like last week we had. Not last week, I'm sorry, the week before, we had a special event here at Student Center, and Student Center was really a fun place to be around. Can we talk a little bit about, that event, before Thanksgiving event with the intramural, the eating contest and stuff like that, and give our audience some idea about this event?
Yeah, sure. In the past, I know they had done like a pie eating contest, and this year we decided to go more on the healthy route. And so the MCC Intramurals and the Student Senate and the International Club all got together and put together this healthy eating contest, which was actually a really fun event. They had different stations set up where, first you have to eat this bowl of carrots, and then you have to go and eat all these apples and things like that. And so it's hard because, you're working your jaw and you're trying to eat really fast, and it's these healthy foods.
Did you participate?
I didn't, but I cheered people on.
It was fun, it's like to see
It was really fun to
all
watch.
these people going from table to table, and big thanks goes also to our producer, Chad Bishop, who came up with the idea. We know like Chad keep like, pushing the idea of living healthy, living healthy, living healthy. So it was really a nice switch from like eating pie or trying to eat a pie to like eating healthy food. So a lot of participants, students enjoy. It seems to me. I mean, I was there and they really liked that event.
I know that we have a lot of student organizations on campus, but so far, what kind of issues or obstacles you noticed?
I would say the biggest challenge would be getting people to participate and to join clubs. I think that's a challenge at any community college that you'd go to.
Why do you think is that?
I think, community colleges, it's a commuter school. So you're going to class and you head straight home. Some people have families, some people have full-time jobs that they're running to, and they've got all these other obligations. And so the fun part of school is kind of put to the side because of, having to do all these other things. So that's the hardest part, I think, trying to balance your school and your family and your work life, and then throw in some leisure time as well.
What kind of things we should do in order to make more students be active on campus?
Just coming up with more advertising strategies, I would say, as long as, we're doing events, like the healthy eating contest, where we're bringing the event to them, like at the student center. That's the main kind of gathering area. But bringing the event to them, having it advertise that it's free, and all the benefits that it will bring to the students.
I know as a student senate, like we spent around 1 month advertising for new elections, and none signed up.
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, we have this issue too.
I had a hard time with that at Hawkeye as well. And sometimes you can't get everybody, and you kind of have to just be really happy with the amount that you have.
Exactly, and you continue to work, and whoever is around, and they enjoy, this event. I mean, we had really a big success this year with, as I said, that healthy eating contest. I'm looking forward for the dance
and the bowling
competition. Night. The bowling was a blast this year. I mean, we had over 220 students. I mean, at the bowling alley, it was really packed with students. So you keep doing, you keep trying different things, hoping that more and more students get involved. Your vision for the future. I mean, like, are you? I know that, for example, we work closely together with Senate activities and so on. Are you also doing the same thing with other organizations, student organizations? Can you tell us more about their activities? For example, if we talk about Phi Theta Kappa, we talk about International Club, we talk about, for example, music department, drama, all these kind of activities here.
Right now I'm kind of just attending different club meetings and finding out what they do, what kind of things that they're wanting to do for their clubs. But we have lots of activities going on. Like I said, we have a lot of active groups. The music department is sending a bunch of students to New York City, which is fantastic. And PTK is going on a big conference, and they're doing a mystery theater dinner. We have a new student veterans club, and they just did a chili luncheon, and so there's lots of different opportunities to get involved and learn more about the organizations themselves.
And we're going to Fun City this Saturday.
Yeah, we as a matter of fact, you are going with us, so it will be really a fun time.
Yep.
The Student Senate and the International, as a matter of fact, students are going together to spend some time in Burlington at Fun City, so it will be definitely fun time for them too. Yeah. Loureen, do you have more questions about Student Senate? Do you want to talk a little bit about Student Senate, what they are trying to do maybe next semester? About maybe, as a matter of fact, we forget to mention that Santa will be at MCC on Monday.
Yeah, that's true. For all our audience, we're having Santa on Monday at 10 to 12. If you have any kids, you can bring them to MCC so they can take a picture with them at the Student Center.
Yeah.
And as a Student Senate, I'm pretty sure you attended all our meetings. And what do you think? What do you think of the Student Senate, what we're doing? Do you like this? Do we need to improve something? Do we need to add anything?
I think Senate has been incredible. I think it's one of, if not the most active groups on campus, but just really throwing out activities, like at least a couple a month, and really trying to reach out to those students. And I think it's great that we have things like our Fun City event that's coming up to really focus on the students who are already in the club, because sometimes it's hard to reach out to everyone, and so at least to focus on that small group of students who are already involved and get them excited and interacting with each other is great.
True.
And I think it's one thing that I am noticing this year about the Senate this year is that they are trying to organize and coordinate different events with different student organizations, which, in a way it's good, because when everybody works together, the event becomes more, much better, the success rate will be much higher, and so on. And this is really nice that, I'm feeling like this year that, organizations are trying to get together, to work together on certain activities and certain events. So that's really a good thing, again, for all of us here.
And
at
we're having
MCC.
new activities such as the dance competition on December 10th with the intramurals with Chad Bishop as well. So new stuff, we're bringing new stuff to college.
Can you guys give us an idea about this dance and give our audience an idea about this competition? Erika or Loureen,
You can go.
Okay, so on the 10th, we're having a dance competition, and we have one of our academic advisors, Dave Carson, and his wife are coming to kind of give us instructions. So the first, I think, half hour or so is going to be them giving us a lesson, so everyone's together and you have a partner, and then everyone's going to dance together, and you'll be tapped out if you're not one of the winners. But
We have gift cards for the winners. And you're participating, right?
I think so. So yeah, we have some great prizes involved. We're also going to be doing some line dancing and some singles competitions as well. So just a fun way to get people involved and moving their feet.
Good. So what are we doing to get, because I think we are lucky here at MCC that we have a housing. We have students living next door to us at the college housing. What are we doing to promote all these events to our students who lives at the housing complex here at MCC?
Well, I know that we do send flyers and we have communication with the manager over there. We send out student-wide emails to everybody so they get opportunity to hear about it, because sometimes if you're not in a certain building, you might not see a flyer on a bulletin board, for example. And so we're able to share that information with the people over in housing as well. But that's another thing that I'd like to really kind of beef up and get more students involved over there as well, because they're practically on campus as well, and sometimes they just need something to do in between their classes instead of go home. So
Exactly, because they live next door into the college. And I started to see more and more, as a matter of fact, which is really nice, I started to see more and more students hanging around the student center. So my question to you, Erika, is what do we need to do to keep the students around student center? Whether they are there because they want to work on a homework assignment, they want to study, they want to chat with somebody, or maybe they want to be active in some sort of an activity. So do we need to add something to the student center to start bringing students there? Because I remember some years ago, we used to have, let's say, a ping pong table, and it was really a blast for everybody. So around lunch hour, you see all the students there trying to compete and play ping pong, and it was really fun. So what do you think we have to add maybe? And that would be a good idea for student organizations. Maybe they gather together, they put some money together to do something so that we can bring more and more students to the student center.
Sure.
So what kind of ideas, for example, you think would be good?
Sure, and I see what you mean, because lately it's been pretty quiet around there. Sometimes around the lunch hour it gets a little busier, where people are buying some food from the bookstore or things like that. But mostly it's kind of pretty quiet around there. So I think we just really need to make it a more fun and inviting environment. We do have a pool table, and so we get a lot of students who play there. But just to be more consistent with our activities that are at the student center, and then they might know every Tuesday, for example, there's something going on, or just to be kind of more consistent with whatever programming we have, and just make it a more fun environment for them, so they don't feel like they have to be real quiet all the time.
And this is another thing. It's an invitation also for you to also, if you feel like we need to get something, add something to
Like
Student
ping pong
Center.
table.
Like whether it's ping pong table or something else that can maybe bring more students to Student Center, please let us know. And I'm sure all student organizations can look into that, and maybe we can work together in providing things like that so that students will really have that good life here while they are at MCC.
I like the idea of a ping pong table. We should get that.
I think that's an excellent idea to collaborate with the other clubs, because another struggle that community colleges has is the budget.
Exactly.
We're really tight with what we spend money on, and so to just say, oh, let's go buy a ping pong table is a little hard for some people to kind of manage. And so if we can gather our funds together and work together and see this is really going to benefit the entire student body, then that's something that's definitely possible. So I think it would definitely be great for the student organizations to collaborate and bring something like that in.
Yeah. Anything else, Loureen?
What would you like to say to our audience?
Well, if you are an MCC student, we would love for you to get involved. Like I said, that has so many benefits, interpersonal skills and leadership skills, and it looks great on your resume. And just, college is about so much more than just going to class. And we just really want to bring them in and have a good time and get that full college experience.
And I know like spring semester are going to be a very busy semester for most student organizations. I mean, like for example, for Senate, we have major events, the diversity days, we have the awards banquet, we have the end of the year picnic, the beginning of the semester, breakfast, the legislative conference. So it's, and I'm sure like with the music, they have a lot, the drama, they have a lot, Phi Theta Kappa will have a lot. So I'm sure, the spring semester will be, a much bigger, semester for all of us also from activity-wise and so on. Erika, one last thing that you would like to share with us or with our audience or students beside, did we miss anything? Would you like to add something that our audience needs to know?
Well, there actually wasn't one more event that I kind of forgot about. The Thursday before school starts again, or before classes begin in the spring, we have a welcome open house, and it's going to be in the Student Center. It's a chance for people to come in and find out about student organizations. Different clubs will have tables set up with their information. They can find out more about it. So we're really hoping to get that new group of students really excited and interested in getting involved for the spring semester, but also gives you a chance, if you're new on campus, to get a campus tour and talk to different departments on campus and really get ready as a student.
Well, Erika, many thanks for being our guest today.
Thank you.
And as we mentioned from the beginning, we always try to bring the best to this show. So, and I really, really feel really happy for having you, Erika, with us today, sharing, the student life, student activities here at MCC with our audience. That's very important because we want people to know that we do have the resources, we do have the student organizations and activities and events that can make a huge difference in our students' life. And that's very important. As usual, if you have any question and or comments for this show, you can call me at 563-288-6064. Or you can email me at jdabeet@eicc.edu. Till next time, Muscatine. Bye-bye.